Good morning, good morning, good morning, TikTok. What's going on? It is the Badwolf. As always, it is a pleasure to see you, and blessings and salutations to all the wonderful souls out there, especially the ones who support me. Speaking of which, if you add me on here, I will add you back. Thank you. I do see a lot of the comments. I do see a lot of the messages you guys send me, and thank you for keeping it positive and real. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, why do men not like their women being around or having male friends? I'll explain. So, if you meet a woman and she already has male friends and she hasn't smashed any of them, that's awesome. But here's the truth. Those guys, if given the opportunity, will smash. They're men in waiting. They're the minute men. I've been on both sides of this coin. I've been the good guy. I've been the bad guy. I've been the friend. I've been the friend who's been waiting. And as much as it's hard to even say that, it's true. Every guy will simp for the one he wants. He'll wait and he'll pine and he'll hope. He's sitting there waiting like a spider in a web to pounce. Now, women, for some reason, don't want to admit that they know it's true, but they know it's true. Deep down in them, they know that if a guy is a guy, he's at least thought about it. May not act upon it. May not even be his first thought in the morning. But he will. So for us guys, if we're in a good, loving, committed relationship and our girl's like, oh, I met this new guy, we're like, And even if she's like, oh, he's gay. Is he just gay or is he bi? Has he ever been straight? Because girls, I know some females out there are going to be like, no, I've got a friend, Chad or Steve or Pookie or Ray, and they're just my friends. Well, I'm sorry to tell you the truth as a man. They've thought about smashing. And if you came to them and you're like, hey, let's just do this. I'm a little buzzed, or, I've always been curious. Now, if they're a good friend, say like me or something, they're going to be like, stop playing. Come on. For instance, I won't mention any names, but after probably like 20 years of being a friend, wanting to get with this chick, one day out of the blue, she goes, James, you've been waiting for me for all this time. You've earned this vajayjay. At that point in time, I'm not going to say I didn't want it, but I was like, stop playing with me. And in my head, I'm like, oh man, finally? I was like, do I even want it anymore after this point in time? Yeah, I still do, but I'm going to go slowly into the boat here. So, long story short, and this was way before, this moment in time, because I'm with somebody who makes me very happy and blessed. But back when I was pretty single some time ago, we got down. Friend of all these years, and she just was like, you know what, I'm curious. She goes, I know I always picked the wrong guys, and I probably should have picked you, but, I'm in this scenario, et cetera, et cetera. So, we handled it. That being said, even me as a guy who was raised by women and is a good guy, I'm still a guy. So, when a new guy comes along, and we don't even trust your current friends, we're going to be watching them. We might see them all cool at the party. We're like, I still don't want my girl near you, because see, we know a thing. At least most guys know a thing. We know how we are. So that's why we have a problem when you're going to the nightclub, because you're dressing sexy. When you dress sexy and you're dancing, and not that women can't dress sexy and dance for themselves, but ladies, stop with the malarkey. We already know that when you're going there, it's not just for you. You're going there to look good. Otherwise, you wouldn't wear your sexiest outfit. Why? Because I want to feel sexy. Okay, but what does doing that do that attracts men? That's not my fault. I'm not there for them. Maybe not. But now you're drinking. Somebody might slip something in your drink, one or the other, or both. Or you might be like a little angry that night. You might remember something from the past, like, you know what? I'm just going to be wild. And then your girlfriends, girl, just be wild, have fun, woo, because they don't want you to be happy in that committed relationship. So we know that it takes a strong person, and you might be strong when you're sober, but ladies and gentlemen, we all know how we are when we're drinking, myself included. I've almost screwed up my own stuff, and I'm a good guy, because I'm like, dang, and all of a sudden I get hit on by like the queen of the ball. Everybody's like, bro, you got to do that. I'm like, no, better, I got to go. Okay? Because drinking lowers your inhibitions. So also, it's then competition. Like even my most recent girl was like, well, how do you feel about me kissing other girls? Now, in the old days, I would have been like, yeah, I don't care, knock yourself out, But I finally understand why people go, yeah, I just want a committed relationship. Because if you didn't get those things out before me, that is opening a door to chaos. It might seem like just a kiss. And if it's one of her friends, I don't really mind, especially if they already have a boyfriend or girlfriend. But some random girl who could have just got done on some guy who had an STD, now she's got it in her mouth and she kisses my girl, now we're all screwed because of something like that. Or she's got something on her lips. Or this girl decides she's going to come up to me later drunk, which has happened to me before. Oh, I'm going to take your girl. Now I'm in a position where I can't really even just punch this chick who just basically threatened me in my relationship. No, we're not entertaining that. You should have gotten all that out before. So it goes both ways. Girls can be snakes and guys can be snakes too. I'm not saying you can't have any friends, but don't be at someone's house with another person who's single, especially if drinking, unless it's an old-time friend and everybody's cool. But even then, those people have done stuff too. Because then back in the day, I probably would have too, in all honesty. Keeping it real. So opening up your relationship is always a bad thing. And I told my girl, I was like, if that's what you got to, if you feel you need that, bye. Go do your thing. Because I'm not going to open up Pandora's box. You open the door to darkness, and darkness will always creep in. And I'm like this, if I'm not enough for you, then you need to go and do your thing. Now, of course, since then, I just said, she goes, well, I just wanted to say that I do like girls, but I'm not really interested in actually doing anything with girls. And I said, if you're sure, because if not, then we can end this. I was like, because I've been in scenarios where I had more than one girl, okay, they all knew about each other. And it just turns into chaos. Somebody always gets jealous. Somebody always wants some more extra time. It's not worth it. So we as guys know the darkness within us. I like to call it the vampire thirst, all right? Any woman on our list, we're going to go for. We don't need women, but when the moment strikes and we want that, we're going to go for it. And whoever's available or takes the bait is what's going to go down if they are receptive. If not, we're going to move on to the next one. So no, I do not recommend opening up your relationship unless you two are both fully on board with sharing each other. But see, to me, that doesn't make sense, because if you really love this one person, then why do you want to be... I get wanting to be with other people, but it takes two really interesting people to have that type of dynamic. Because I can't look at my girl right now and say, I love you, and then yet I open it up to another female or male. Can't do that. Not for me. Now, back when I was young and dumb and full of, and I didn't care, but that's also because I didn't care enough about that person. It was fun, and I just wanted to have all the fun. But now I understand that when you really actually are in love with somebody, you want your special person. And that one special person should be enough for you. So guys, girls, keep people out of your relationships. Keep it quiet, but love hard and love big. Badwolf, over and out.